There's no other day in the Jewish year that highlights our vulnerability like Yom Kippur. We are stripped of physical comforts. We confess our sins and ask God for forgiveness. We know that our fate for the coming year is in His hands. We feel embarrassed, ashamed, and vulnerable. This year, that vulnerability has taken on new meaning. As Yossi Klein Halevi recently wrote, we are living at the end of the post-Holocaust era. For decades, Jews in Israel and North America have lived with optimism about the Jewish future. We felt confident, strong. In Israel, we believed our military strength was enough to protect us. In North America, we believed anti-Semitism was a thing of the past. But all of this changed in Israel on and after October 7th. Our faith and our security was shattered. The events of that day, the horrific invasion of southern Israel, the massacre of civilians, the kidnappings, left us feeling more vulnerable than ever. Our high-tech defenses failed. Thousands were displaced. The Zionist dream of a secure homeland for Jews suddenly felt uncertain. And the atmosphere has shifted in North America as well. It began a few years ago with the tragic shooting at Pittsburgh's Tree of Life synagogue. Since then, security at synagogues has become a necessity. The recent wave of anti-Semitism unleashed by the events of October 7th has only deepened the fear. Jews in Israel and North America alike now live with a sense of vulnerability not felt since the Holocaust. So what can we learn from Yom Kippur that can help us cope with this overwhelming sense of vulnerability? The answer might lie in the Ne'ilah prayer, literally the closing of the gates. As the final prayer of Yom Kippur, Ne'ilah is our last chance to ask God for forgiveness. There's an urgency to it. The ark is open. We stand pleading with God. But at the end of Ne'ilah, instead of feeling stressed or anxious, something remarkable happens. The mood shifts. In many communities, after the last blast of the shofar, the congregation breaks into song and dance, celebrating with the words, "Next year in Jerusalem rebuilt, L'shana haba b'Yerushalayim habnuya." The feeling of vulnerability, which had reached its peak, suddenly transforms into one of joy and hope. But how? I believe there are two reasons for this. First, after a full day of introspection, we feel good about ourselves. We've confessed, we've repented, and we trust that God will judge us favorably. There's a sense of relief and excitement, like starting the new year with a clean slate. Second, we trust in God's forgiveness. We believe that even if we are unworthy, God is merciful. He's the King who forgives our iniquities, who pardons us, and who wants us to live in the same way. Even amidst all the fear and uncertainty that we face today, whether in Israel or North America, Ne'ilah reminds us to have confidence. Confidence in ourselves, in our ability to persevere, and in God's willingness to forgive. It is a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is hope. That light will soon triumph over darkness, and good over evil. If you found this video inspiring and meaningful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights. Gemar Chatima Tova. May we all be sealed in the book of life for a good year ahead.